Hello everyone. I hope everyone is having a good day. Today I am planning on adding certificate viewing. So in our last video stream thing, what we ended up doing was, hang on, I gotta set up all my views here so I can see what's actually going on. What we ended up doing was running a module that collects all the certificate information. And so what I'd like to do this time is make sure we can actually view all that certificate information. So what we need to do first is actually fix up some bugs we had last time. So I think the major bug that we were dealing with was that nothing was being updated in the database. And the way I dealt with that was eventually... Oh, let me make this bigger before we start. The way I dealt with that was simply by actually parsing the config variable. So it turns out what was happening was we were attempting to connect to the database. Hang on, this is a tiny bit. There we are. Attempting to connect to the database and enter a row, but the problem we were having was that the database was defaulting to blank and then it didn't connect. So add in a little line somewhere, which actually, there we are, load out the config variables, please, and that way it'll connect to the right database. It's unfortunate that MongoDB, rather than tell you when you have a invalid variable, will just connect to kind of like a default database. But nonetheless, here we are now. So this is all mainly working. I'm going to make it a tiny bit smaller. But the thing, the resize didn't happen. The thing we need to change up here is that it's crashing every now and again because we have so many panics. So for example here, we say if there's an error while scanning, then just exit out. It's probably not really what we should be doing. Here we say if we can't actually do a TLS style, then panic out. That is definitely not going to be what we want to do. So this is the first one we want to fix up. So if we, I think we can just return here, and we can return an error. Let's think. Golang return error. So we want to return a new error that just basically says that something went wrong. Do we need to implement a struct for it? Can we just we can also just return nil and forget about it, or even return nothing from here. Can I just not Golang create new error? Here we are. This looks like what we want. Is new, and then it returns an error. Okay, so we want to return a error.new. I presume this is errors.new. Sorry. Could not connect to TC. Could not connect to. You know what? TLS error when collecting certificate from host. There we are. Then we won't panic there. So let's just double check that this is going to work. So if error equals nil, then or scissors can. We should probably just something like on host. Here we can pass in host. And then I think that will do what we need. We are assuming the error is transient, e.g. the TLS server is no longer running. Okay, that will prevent one of the things that is stopping it working in production. The other one is that, so it's in, I think it's here. So we are receiving messages in a loop. Break. Okay, I think this should be a continue. What we really should be doing here is actually counting. So we should say, if we have had more, let's do a to do. If we have had more than n errors recently, we should stop. For now, we assume errors are transient. Because what we will see is this here blocks, but in the case where you do a window resize, for example, it will actually send, it'll actually interrupt that receive message call and return an error saying basically like, hey, we stopped during that receive message call to interrupt the program for something else. So by doing a continue, we will actually continue to do things even if like someone resizes a window. And I think that is all. Oh, we can also get rid of this here because we don't need to sleep at all. It'll be much faster now. And I think that's about it. Oh, we got a panic down here on a database error. We can probably make that not an error as well. So return errors.new. Just we can actually just return the error. How's that? And that'll print out the error as we expect. Cmfo not equal to null. What's cmfo? Well, that's just a little bit of info about the host. It doesn't hurt to have it there. Yeah, okay. We'll also get rid of this comment because we're hopefully adding an interface to view everything today. Okay. Certificate plugin. Let's have a look. Oh, I think we need to add. We'll need to add errors into this as well. Let's just double check that it actually still runs. It's taking a long time. It's not a good sign. Oh, it might be that MongoDB has not started. Let me do that. Start. Oh, MongoDB. Never remember which way around everything goes. Auth starting. Oh, that's right. It doesn't. It did take a suspiciously long time to finish that, but nonetheless, it should be fine. Okay. Start the services, and then I think we should be able to. I'm going to assume that anyone has previously said that they're okay testing. They will still be okay testing. Dashboard should be started now. So let's click that. Here we are. Sure, that one's got a 443 open in it. Let's have a look. Scan. Okay, so we're seeing if the certificate getter plugin comes across. Still works with the resize. That's good. Assuming it actually comes across. You know what? Let's kill some of these so that we oh, there we are. And then it's got a certificate information and inserted into the database. So that is what we were looking to have happen. So now we need to deploy it to the running instance. Oh, let's do our little commit first. Good status. Double check everything is fine. Yeah, it's just a lab, so. Be more resilient. Resilient. I'm pretty sure that's not spelled right. They call me Good Speller 23. To transient errors. We should be checking if these are occurring persistently. But this is better than dying for now. Yep. Let's do the push and go across to. Oh, I think that this might not work. If I do. So I'll make this much bigger as well. Oh no, it did work. Okay. I thought I might have to deal with some certificate stuff. Okay. I think we're all good. Screen-ls. We just need to start the certificate scanner. Okay. Oh, while we're here as well, let's have a look at the daily stats. There we are. So who knows what the reason is? We definitely could be being marked as a port scanner and slowly having less hosts be marked as up. But still, it's interesting. Like, I'm not entirely sure why that's happening, or I mean, how much is that? Is it 90,000? 100,000? Yeah, so it's 10,000 hosts or something. It's a lot of hosts to not be up. I guess by not having it scanned for like this long here, it's quite a long time. Though you'd presume if we're being marked as a port scanner on this IP, then I don't know, 2 weeks maybe not long enough for it to be not marked as a scanner. Okay, plugin's running. Let's see. Let's get some data in the database just that we We have something to test with. Make that bigger again. Okay, we will have that run. While that's happening, we can probably have a think about how we want to display the data. So I think at the moment when we look at a host, we can even pick this host here, can't we? Wait for it to load. It goes through every single host. This one here, for example. So we'll change this one that we know is going to have some data. Open ports and no extra stuff. I think somewhere in the code, it's been a while since I've looked at it, we have a way of specifying kind of this extra data. Let's look at our templates. This will be a host.html. Okay, so if the host exists, it doesn't want. Here we are. It has extra details, and depending on what it is, we do some stuff. No extra details found on the host. Because at the moment it says none, which is not the best way to be phrasing it, I think. We want to basically show, I guess we want to show the same thing that's on census. Let's have a look. Eventually we'll want to be able to click things, but that requires a little bit of searchy infrastructure. Search census data, I guess that's what we want. Stuff.co.nz. What does it show up when we look at a certificate? So this is a IPv4 host, and then we can click somewhere to go to the certificate, because that's what we'll probably want to be showing. I guess this is kind of what we're looking at. We're looking at IPv4 host. So maybe we display something like this. So they display the fingerprint there and the certificate chain. We can probably display that. Let's have a look. If, what are we going to call it? I think it's on the host record at that point, so database. Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, so... Oh, my cat is crawling over my laptop. Let me get rid of that. Okay. So we're going to be calling it this here, x509 certificates. I didn't open that up at the same time. Da-da-da. Where are we? Here we are. If there are certificates, else, end. I don't know if we're meant to be having these spaces here. No spaces. Then what do we want to do? Div class cell, looks like we're using currently. It's been so long since I've seen how we do this here. Sure, div class cell. I think someone else wrote this even. You know, I've just realized there's a problem. If someone has two SSL capable services running on it, it'll add the certificate chains as one. Really, the certificate chains are associated with the service. I'm going to write this down to my list of bugs. I think it'll be... I mean, it's still better than nothing, but we're definitely going to have to fix that. So where are we? Where's my list of bugs here? Certificate plugin doesn't show a cert chain per service, but rather per host, which is invalid. Okay, got that one written down. Certificate chain for now. That's what it's going to be. Self footer. Okay, gotcha. So this is the Citrix vulnerability. So we are not going to have to deal with that. Let's start with that. I think the templates are even parsed live, so once it does show up, it should show up. Oh, we need to be on our... Sorry. This is where we need to be. Error executing host template. So it gets an error, I presume, at this point. Yeah, looks like it gets up to there. Well, we can even see what the error is. While we are here as well. Oh, okay. So the certificate plugin didn't end up getting a message. Potentially we could still be so many windows open. Could still be running that nmap. Yeah, okay. So that nmap will get done when it's ready. In the meantime, error executing host template. Okay, this window here will do it. Sorry, we want screen X dashboard. Okay, I remember this. Yes. We're gonna have to change the database class. If it starts with a lowercase character, that means not exported in Golang. And we definitely want it exported because we're gonna need to access it from here. Yeah. So instead of public and private, they just end up doing uppercase and lowercase, which should whatever works for them. Okay, x509. Oh. We're going to have to make that an uppercase. So anywhere we have x509 lowercase, although the place is fine. So I guess I didn't want to grep the Git directory. I think the only place we'll have it is in here. Even there, it's not going to matter. I think that'll be everything we need then. Okay, screen dash X dashboard. We're going to have to restart this. You know what? Kill all screen. Restart the services. And then we can hopefully have that host template working as we expect. Wonder if that other thing finished yet. No, I didn't. I still think 3 nmap scanners is a bit much, but okay, so it's showing that there are 2 certificate chains. Well, let's have a look. What did we end up making the template? Didn't think that would be. Sorry. No, we want the templates, don't we? Mine's a bit frazzled tonight. Okay. What was it? Certificate. Are we in a loop here? For range of extra details. Okay, so because there's an array of certificates on it. Okay, so let's just call that certificate then. We are going to have to change up, at some point we're definitely going to have to change up the structure. So we can store the certificates like this, although perhaps we're better to kind of normalize it a little bit and have a certificates table. I think that might be best. So every certificate stored in a certificate table, and we just reference it from here. The MongoDB isn't great about that, so yet another reason we should not have picked MongoDB for this, but here we are. We're going to have to change it, but for now it should be fine. And now we can just use each of the things. In fact, I wonder if we do this, we might be able to see something that is useful to us. Okay, it doesn't show us the names. Let's think, what does census show us? This information here. We have it in the same format. What did we call that one? Database defines. Signature. We do need the signature displayed, but we want it in hex rather than this kind of bytecode it's got here. Subject, I guess, is what we want. Yeah, really. Because it's an array. Do we need to go? Can we do that? We cannot. Okay, let's just loop over them like this. I don't think this is actually the way we should be doing it, but I think it'll work. X509 certificates. Ugh. And then here we can just do dot subject. Show it to me. Yeah, there we are. That's pretty much what we want, isn't it? Okay, so we start at the final one here, and then go up, and I think this is it's displayed twice here. This might be because we're in a test database, because I wouldn't normally expect it to be displayed twice. Let's just double check the database on that. Well, I'm getting so fast at typing MongoDB queries, not that I have to do it all the time. I think we are the most recent person. I mean, this definitely looks like... you know what, let's actually get a little formatty boy. JSON. Oh, there we are. JSON formatted curious concept. Perfect. Show it to me. Ugh, just pretend that it's JSON. It's all good. Okay. Gotcha. So we do have it inserted twice, which I think in the real one we won't. We'll just have one of these. Okay, so I'm assuming that we'll just have this, essentially. Okay, do we want to change what information? So we have the certificate there. I guess we also need... so they use the signature, presumably. That seems fine for us, I guess. We just need to make sure it's formatted a little bit differently. Yeah, like what else do we need from this? The time, I don't know. I feel like most of this information isn't useful, just the signature. Okay. Let's see if there's an easy way. For us. Golang template convert bytes to hex. I don't think there's going to be an easy way to do it in a template. Hex.encode to string. Template functions Golang. There's some way you, like some of them are built in and whatnot. Actions, arguments, pipelines, variables, examples, functions. Here we are. Okay, so there is definitely not a built-in one that we want. .call, that's interesting. So I guess we need to add in a function. Okay, so during execution, first in the template, then the global function map. So I guess we add a global function for it. Func map. Template dot funcs. Is there any way we can just add it to the global func map? Add to global func map Golang templates. So I'm thinking, I guess, yeah. It seems easier to just add it to the global one, if we can. Where are we? Just tell me the and function. Tell me how to define them. Template calling functions. No, I don't really want that. Custom functions. Ugh, these people are still using .funcs and whatnot. Whatever. Oh, custom functions globally. Here we are. We got it. We figured it out. That does not look global to me. That is the same. Well, you know what? Let's just do it like that then, I guess. So we'll call this hex, I guess. Yeah, sure. Signature hex. Let's do that. What is this called? This is the host viewer. Ugh, I feel like do these really not template.new.funcs? Can we just do template.funcs? There's a new thing, right? Yeah, it returns a template. Ugh. What about if we just can we write to this? Can we just like overwrite it? Yeah, I mean that looks like it. That looks fine, right? Template.funcmap, and they just create it. They pass it in. Fine, whatever. We want to go to the hosts. I feel like we're going to end up using this everywhere, so it's well worth figuring out. Let's think. What is on the page that is useful? Error parsing host, I think is what we saw. How do I hosts? Host. Here we are. Get a copy. Okay. We need to show certificate signatures as hex strings rather than bytes. We will create a template function for it. I guess that's template new parse files. Do we have a template at this point? No. Okay. So T is wait, does the funcs give us an error? It just returns a template. Okay. Template dot new. I think this is just a name, so I don't think it matters. Dot funcs. Oh, I wonder, can we, one little hexy hex here. Hex dot encode to string source? What is it? I saw an example somewhere. Strings dot title. If I do that, will it work? I feel like that might work. Go back here. Sure, and then I think we can do it like this. T.parse files. And it's already got the func map in there. Yeah, sure, why not? Screen dash X dashboard. It's fine. Line 407. Comma. Func map. Hex. I feel like that should write. Define hex. 409. Okay, well, I think we just need to include that. Where are we? Encoding slash hex. Look, all the encoding things we got here already. Done. Go here. Nope, not that one. This one. Error. Yeah, I mean, hang on, what line is it on? We don't know what line it's on. It's slightly annoying. I mean, I expect it to be empty right before it, until it gets parsed, right? Template.new.funcs. Is that not what's going on here? Template.new.funcs. .parse files. .parse files. Let's go again. Why? Why are you an empty or incomplete template? Let's go back to how we had it. Which I think was something like this. Template.parse files. Template/host.html. Because what I'm wondering is it the host template? Sometimes Golang just really grinds my gears. What I'm wondering is whether it's the host template itself. Oh, I can kind of pause it. Where are we? This one here. Vim. Call it dashboard in some places and web server in the other places. I guess the dashboard has a CLI interface as well, so it kind of makes sense, but still a confusing way to name it two different things. Okay, so let's just say we do this again. I just want to check that the... Okay, so it's definitely not a problem in the template, so it's just how we're calling it then. So this is wrong. Okay, well, show me another example then. Func map creates a func map, and then func map, parse. I mean, that seems pretty much what we're doing. Parse files versus parse. I don't think that'll make a difference. Template.parse files. New. Call it like maybe the name, because it has the slash, is doing some weird stuff. Host template. Let's try again. Identified hex. Of course. See, this is I read an article many years ago now about how Golang is annoying for prototyping because of that exact thing. It's like, oh, you didn't include that thing, or you've got it but you don't need it. There needs to be a like, Golang, I'm just playing around, please. Yeah, it's definitely incomplete or empty. I haven't, at that point, it doesn't exist, right? Template.new, but then tparse files is here. And then it should exist. Template.new. Template.new. Func map. Funky. Parse. Can we not like parse files like that? Returns a template. Does it not? Okay, so this is on a template. Can we? Yeah, I mean, here. There should be at least one file. He should have the name of one of the... Hang on. In that case, use t.execute template to execute a valid template. Wait, execute template? Is the issue that they need to be like the same name? Hang on. Parse files parses the named files and associates the resulting templates with T. Yes. If an error occurs, parsing stops. That's fine. There must be at least one file, of course. Since the templates created by parse files are named by the base names of the argument files, T should have the name of one of the base names of the files. Okay, so is the issue that we need this to be called host.html? Okay, that was it. We got it. And look, there we are. Little hexy wixy. A little bit long, but oh yeah, quite long. But hang on. So are they not showing us the full signature there? Is there something about x509 certificates that I'm just not aware of? Let's have a look. What does it call the field? 33C17. The fingerprint rather than the signature. Yeah, okay. I mean, to be honest, our signature still looks longer than that, but I guess where it's an RSA signature rather than elliptic curve. Okay. Do we have the fingerprint calculated, or do we have to calculate that? Calculate x509 fingerprint. Golang? I mean, that's not too hard for us to do. We can always use another function for it if we are... is that not built into the TLS library? I guess we don't want to pre-calculate it and store it in the database. Seems like it might be a waste. I Do we need it? It might be worth it rather. Self sign. Alright, let's check out the docs for Golang's Golang x509, because we can probably create the x509 certificate from what we have in the database if we need it, and maybe that'll be. We don't have all the data, but fingerprint. Nah, okay. Well, I guess we are gonna do something like this, maybe. Oh, that's the entire cert. We don't have the entire cert stored. Guess what? We are gonna not do that. We are just going to... maybe we store the fingerprint with it then. Because we don't store every field in the certificate. Because I thought we didn't need it. But I guess it makes sense that the fingerprint contains every field. Otherwise it wouldn't really be a fingerprint, would it? You know what? Long page isn't so bad for now. I also wonder, is it possible to have the same signature... Like, is a signature unique to a certificate? Or is a finger unique to a certificate and... Sorry, a fingerprint and a signature could be used on two different certificates? I feel like fingerprint is the unique thing and a signature is theoretically reusable on more than one, though I'm not entirely sure if that actually is possible with a certificate. Subject, issuer. I wonder how they calculate the issuer. Is the issuer isn't part of it, is it? Isn't that? Maybe it is. Well, in any case, we got it viewing. That's good. Let's think about doing a commit for that. What I could possibly do is there might be a little function we can do that's like, hey, if you get to this point, cut it off. Too many characters in this list of functions that already exists. And call HTML index slice. I think slice will do what we want. Yeah, let's slice it just so that it's kind of not taking up the entire page. And then we'll do a commit since we got most of it done. Slice. It said 2 parameters. Slice x12. Can we not pipe it? I think we can. Do we have to... Let's just do it this way and see if it works. Slice. We want 0, 16, 32. Let's have a look how it looks. How long is 32? Eric's are getting close, of course, because why would it work the way I think it does? Can we do it this way? 032? No, we can't. How do we call a little slicey pipe? Returns the slicing its first argument of the remaining arguments x12, while slice x is slice x by 1 is blah blah blah. What is it called when you use the little pipey pipe? I mean, it looks like it should be possible to just do it like that, because yeah, printf. I feel like I'm just messing up the syntax somehow. What about we do that? Does it just return the same string? Yeah, slice 1. Call function slice template Golang pipe. You could register a dict. Hang on, this does not look like what we want. I don't think that's what we want. I think the use of the word slice here is kind of messing it up, because I want a generic way of doing it. Template file. To date. Pipe to Can we use brackets on it? Because if we can, then I guess what we really want is we just want to pass this into an argument of slice. Why is it so hard? Okay, that works. So potentially we can just do this. Slice. Perfect. 0, 16. Yeah, look at that. This is doing it. Okay, so these need to be A's. I think. Well, I guess we eventually want both of them to be links. Because you can either search by, you'll be able to search by both of them. Uh, 16 is way too low. 32. 64. I want to put the ... what I can also do at the same time is while I'm here, I can do it like this. And that way, if someone does want to see the full signature, they can just look there. Oh, okay, sorry. Like that. They call me always remembers his syntax 23. Yeah, yeah. And that way, if someone does need to see the signature of a certificate, they can. Okay, that seems good, I guess. Shows us the certificate. Potentially, we can do Golang loop range index. I'm wondering if we can do like certificate number 1, certificate number 2. Template. Range over array index. Sure. Okay, range. We need to specify a thing here. We could try that. Okay. Range x509 certificates. We need to do range dot is equal to index of x509 certificates $i. I don't know if we need these dollar signs here. If we do that, does that just keep working? No. I don't know if we really need this. Oh, wait, hang on. IA. Does that syntax run the right way? Wrong way? If we just try replicate it like that. Okay, that seems good. And then $i. Wow, system 0 1 2 0 1 2. Okay. And I just wonder if so is that not the addition in templates? Let's have a look. Add addition math. Is there a little plus here? And call Golang template add 1 arithmetic. You have to write a custom function to do this. You know what? I don't think I'm fine with certificate 0. Actually, I don't think I really want to have to go through and specify each individual one. So let's just call that a day. Let's say, for the purposes of this, certificate 0 is the first certificate. Okay, let's have a look. What are we going to change? We are changing. We probably should do an extra commit for the database template stuff, but I feel like it's not the worst to just do it all in one. Well, you know what? Let's do it as a separate one because it is self-contained. Rename x509 certificates to x509 dot 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 to mark as exported. A capital means exported in Golang, and we need this for using it in templates later. Probably shouldn't push on stream. It feels like just adds a little bit of time for no good reason. Okay, dashboard, add viewing of certificate information directly. Viewing certificate information. This doesn't show each individual chain or their relationship yet. Okay, the advantage of pushing, now that I think about it, is that we can check it on the thing. Also, how did this not... Do we have any in-map scanners running? How is this not finished? Yeah, progress 0 out of 1. Damn, what's our little... What's it doing? Screen dash X, in-map dash scanner dash 1. I guess the in-map scanners are just going really hard today. Oh, keep doing that. Well, let's, I guess, stop everything and start everything so we get the little nice view going. I think in here our start services contains certs. Yeah, it does. Okay, so let's stop services. Go source. Good. Pull those changes. And start the services again. It's one nice thing about having it all kind of janky distributed. It doesn't really matter if we just stop an in-map in the middle of it. Obviously it'll take longer, but it doesn't really cause any problems to do that. So we always have the option of doing that and just killing it and seeing what comes up. Okay. I'm interested to see if any new stuff comes in. There we are. That's the interrupted system call caused by a resize. Okay, I also started a new scan with that IP address, just that we get it in really, really quick before everything starts getting bogged down. Let's close some of these windows here while we're at it. Okay. Oh, error parsing? Yeah, of course, because why would the template we just tested be working? Why would that happen? We did test it, right? This window here, git status, it's committed. Let's have a look. Running ports. Yeah, I mean it's working here. Here it's Golang version difference 1.13, 1.12. I wonder if it's worth just updating. Are we? Which go? User local go. I think this is the like I don't think this came from an apt package. I mean, maybe it did. Add cache search. Wait, does it tell if it's installed? What's the dpkg-l? Is that the one we want? Golang. Good. Doesn't look like Golang's installed with apt. What's the check if package installed apt? I don't think. I think. Hang on, there's another one here. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see that. dpkg-l golang-go. What's the package called? Add cache search golang-go. Golang dash. It's just called Golang. Oh, yeah, what that? What are we? Ubuntu. Yeah, okay. Ubuntu 18.04 Golang package. Show me. What? It's called Golang. Wait, okay, there is a package called Golang. Okay, so it's just called Golang. Is it on this list? It's like not on this list. How could it not be on the list if it's... okay, I'm going to assume it's not installed. It seems unlikely to be installed if nothing... sorry, grep Golang. Yeah, I mean, it's... doesn't look like it's installed. Okay, which means Golang, download. We're going to be upgrading the version of Go on this server. How fun. They have a little copy-pasty doodad somewhere. Source installation instructions. Wait. Binary installation instructions. Oh, look at that. Little handy little tool for it. Okay. First of all, let's stop our current services. I'm going to have to become root for this, which might require typing a password. Sudo-i? Yeah, okay. Tell you what, I gotta go over to this other computer and get that done. Where are we? Open up some windows. Hopefully this shouldn't take too long. I just gotta make sure I go onto a computer that has the password on it. Type it in, get it all working. It's the movie magic right here, being able to see it all happen live. Okay, go here. Then almost got it. Open up a password manager. Move some two-factor keys across. Don't you just love security? Feels like it's so much security these days. Get to spend lots of time unlocking password saves. Okay. Password. I am cool 123. Okay, that should be working. There we are. Look at that. Okay. Oh yeah, we had to upgrade Nmap on here at some point because fucking garbage software that it is. Where's the little downloady link? Did I not get that? So I know what you may be thinking. You're thinking, oh my gosh, you can't just install... Oh, sorry, let me just get rid of that. You can't just install Go with a source table? That seems bad. Well, here I am, bud. Wait, where did it say to install it? User local. MV go to go back. Whoa, do it for me, please. Do the install. Should already be in the path. Okay. Oh, whoops. I guess we get rid of this one. Look at that. It's all starting. That's why they call me Solution Steve. Because I always got a solution to the problems I create. Starting everything. Okay, the dashboard should be up at least. Is it working now? Yep, okay. And no more. Okay, so it's not having an error anymore. That's good. So the last thing is the certificate stuff should be working now. Though I thought this was one of the IP addresses I scanned. Used to crash the entire system when you did that. It would just like try and send that through to every node and then end up being really confused when couldn't parse it as a CIDR and just panic. As you've seen by my other code, which just panics everywhere. Okay, so it should come through to here and then update the database record and then we'll have a little certi on the live one. Oh, it's probably not updating the... it's a whole thing how it ends up working. Oh wait, sorry, that's not the right one. Screen dash. Oh no, reporting collection refreshed. Okay, we need to wait for it to refresh the reporting collection again. and then which takes, I'm just trying to think if there's an easy way for us to do it. We're going to restart this. Sorry. It's not great to restart it like this because it does end up rescanning some hosts that wouldn't otherwise have to. Okay, waiting for it to report that it is updated the reporting database. Okay. Oh, what? Still not working. Well, I guess it's worth investigating why it's not, why it didn't work. Because it did work for us, didn't it? Yeah, in our dev version it worked. Time to begin investigation. Let's have a look. Let's do our little find us the most recent hosts, please. Oh yeah, definitely has the certificate data in there. We do have a reporting database, which is I think what it ends up host-reporting. Right, what it ends up reporting on. Yeah, that one definitely doesn't have it. So 615. We do this one. Oh no, it's like filled up with too many other hosts now, I think is what's happened. It's like already started scanning other hosts. Okay, let's see if we can somewhere up here we can grab that IP address. Okay, so yep. Host.find where the IP address is like that. .limit 5. Okay, so it's got 2 entries or however much it is. I didn't actually see how many it is. I'll just get limit of 1. Oh, we probably sort the sort in there as well. Just so we're always looking at the latest one. Timestamp. Okay, so the last one was scanned at 11:33, 3 minutes ago. Seems about right. But if we look at the reporting database, then it's empty. And it was last scanned 6:13. Last scanned multiple days ago. Okay, I have a sneaking suspicion what's going on here is the code that updates the reporting database is failing for some reason, and so the reporting database has not been updated in multiple days. So we're still collecting data, I think. Yeah, when was the most recent entry for the reporting database? Wait, it was today at 1:30 p.m.? Is that what it's saying? It's definitely not. Wait, how many hours off? Are we dealing with a time zone issue here? In the reporting database, the last entry for this IP address is like 2 days ago, clearly. That's not time zone difference. But the last, if anything, was that date. But then in the main host database, the last time is 6:15. 11:33. That's the correct time. Maybe the reporting database is not being updated correctly. That's yeah, that could be it. Okay, let's have a look. Well, let's look on our code because what server are we looking at here? This is our one, right? Yeah. Reporting database. Okay, every 45 seconds. Oh wait, no, sleep 45 seconds and then begin. Okay, this is not what we are actually looking for. Host handler, host exporter, host reporting, host reporting. This is what we're looking for. Okay, configure reporting collection. and this happens, we start. We sort by timestamp. Open ports, details, that is fine. So our reporting database is like a cut down version of the main database that only contains the most recent stuff. Okay, allow disk use and .editor. Do we? Okay, so we don't check for errors here. So what could be happening is that we are definitely getting an error. Okay. I think this is one of those bugs that would be fixed as soon as we migrate to the newer MongoDB API. So I think we got to do that at some point. But for now, what I'm looking for is allow disk use on a pipe. Returns just the pipe itself. And then iter, I guess, yeah, because we need some way to execute it. Returns the iterator. How do we get an error out of it? We could do .1. Explain batch, sets the batch size, all. This API is so bad. It doesn't just have an execute and tell me if there's an error. I think our best bet might be to do .1, because .1 will at least give us an error if it couldn't do it. Like, let's say there's some internal limit. MongoDB is probably barfing out on some internal limit. So rather than .iter, let's do like this. P equals. Alright, figure out a way to check the error. Yeah, there is definitely no way to check the error at the moment, so I guess we can comment that to do out, because we're going to do it this way instead. Use .1 to coax an error out if one occurred. Previously, this code used .iter, but this didn't give any way to see errors. The new MongoDB API should resolve this. Do implement new MongoDB API. Okay, so where are we? P dot think dot one returns, yeah, just an error. P dot one. I think we can pass a nil there. We can always check this code here. Okay, so if there was an error, if the error was not equal to nil, then output the error at the time, yes, and then sleep for 1 minute. Seems reasonable. Else, gotcha. So we need to do it like this. So we're only doing one of them. And then I think that is good. Reporting collection refreshed. 5 minutes, 1 minute. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look. Let's try this locally and see how it works. Undefined error, of course. Can't believe we had never used error in that before. Cannot populate reporting database, not found. That's actually, okay, so that's the error we want. So it says somewhere .1 will return a error not found. Error not found. Gotcha. So we want to actually do, yep, that's right. If error is not equal to nil, just trying to think. If error is equal to error not found, if it's not equal to that, I guess that. Golang compare error. We just want to check. You mean error like this? Dot error. Dot error. Kind of a weird way to be doing it. Error dot error. Oh, jeez. Fat fingers. Okay. The annoying thing is I kind of wanted it to work if error was nil there, but I guess this is fine. Not found. What? If error is not equal to error not found. Should be equal to error not found. Well, I guess not found is what it is. Okay, let's just do not found instead. Let's go straight there. Okay, try again now. Successfully done. Okay. Just make sure it's all formatted nicely. Let's have a look. Okay, so we are pretty much just adding in a little bit of error reporting here, and then deciding what to do with it. Okay, dashboard. Add errors when reporting database update fails. Yeah, because now that I think about it, it's like finishing in 10 seconds, which makes me think that we're hitting some kind of timeout. I mean, on the live server, the reporting database not working. Okay, what do we got running? Yeah, 10 seconds to update the reporting database? I don't think so, buddy. That seems unlikely to me. Oh, we forgot to update it before we do it. Go run. Wait for it to update the database. It's going to happen soon. Or potentially error out. IO timeout. I mean, the database is running. I know that. Yeah, this is it. Session.6.somehow issues. I mean, this looks like the API I'm using. I wonder why we're hitting this now. Dial with timeout, and then sleep for some amount of time without this too many. We'll just try this and see if it works. So we want the reporting. Wait, what are they calling that on? They're calling that on the session, which we pass in from somewhere. Yeah, I wonder if we can, on the original, like we define the original one, we can just do it. Copy. Find me the one that I want. There we are. Whatever. We're gonna have to do a commit if this works. Fix it anyway. So geo session 1 hour. Yeah, if it takes longer than 1 hour to update that reporting database, then we're kind of in a bit of a pickle. I don't know why we're getting this now. I guess this is related to the Golang update. Running 1.4 now. Oh, how we don't have to revert to like 1.3. It'll be like frustrating. Yeah, it was taking longer. That is actually a good sign, because if it's taking longer, that means it's probably doing the update. Okay, let's go back here. So I realize it's a little bit smaller, but she'll be right. Session. Let's find it here. Oh. Set large timeout so we don't fail when doing long operations, e.g. updating reporting DB. Geo session. It still hasn't updated the reporting database, but maybe it's just taking a long time? I can't remember how long we sleep for at the start of it. I mean, you can always check. Let me... Yeah, MongoDB is working hard, using his 400% CPU. Something tells me he is doing that reporting update. So we'll keep an eye on that while we do this. Get diff. We need to make the reporting database system better, but that's for another day in another stream. Dashboard. Set a large timeout for database. connection. This matters because our reporting database update is longer than the default timeout. With this, without this change, errors occur before the reporting database can be updated. Git push. This still has not done a reporting database update. It just goes to show how incredibly slow it is to update the reporting database. It also gets slower every time we do it because it needs to iterate, or kind of needs to iterate every host in the system. If you conceptually think about what it's doing, it's taking the most recent instance of a host object. So it says, for every IP address, what's the most recent host? And then goes through for each of them and gets the thing. You can see it's look at it eating up all that memory. 10 gigabytes. Yeah, it's got 32 gigs RAM here. Should be right. But I hope Mongo is configured to use it. Judging by the amount of RAM it's using at the moment, I think it's probably fine. Once this is done, hopefully we can see that certificate information start rolling in from production, and then I think we will call it a night. It's almost midnight here. So once we see all that, then we can kind of say that it's probably working. I'm trying to think, what will we do next? I guess searching certificates is going to be nice. At the moment, even if we know, let me close some of these. Even if we know that we have the certificate of information, being able to actually, click on one and see all the relevant certificates associated with it is going to be really nice. So until we have that, it's not super useful. People can use the database to search for it, but it's definitely not the most usable system if you have to search for the database every time you use it. So, yeah. So how long does it take to update this database? I feel like the reporting database shouldn't take that long. Also, you can see node running, which means that it's like already started getting more results from when we started. So screenshots are coming in, even if the reporting database isn't using them. Trying to think, what's the... there we are. The reporting database did update. Yeah, we knocked out an extra bug that I didn't think we were going to. It didn't output that the reporting database updated. Didn't output an error either. Maybe MongoDB has started it, but hasn't finished it. And so it doesn't output that it's finished until it's finished everything, but it starts returning results. Sometimes I wonder how MongoDB kind of operates. But there we are, certificate information coming in. We don't have a good way to see all the certificate information because we don't have a little viewer for it. But presumably some of these here will have certificate information. Let's have a look. There we are, certificates. southerncross.co.nz. What else is there? Secure login.aruba networks. Interesting. So this one has... Okay, so with this here, we're running into that thing where I mentioned earlier in the stream, the if there's more than one certificate chain, then it looks like it shows up like this, where it's only got one certificate, but it's got certificate 0 3 times, presumably for 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. So it is collecting all the certificates. It just doesn't. It doesn't really tell you which is associated with which. Oh, wow, this one has nothing. There's no way. Oh, should have picked some up for that. Although maybe it was not scanned recently enough. So before the certificate module was running. Yeah, this is just the same as what was there before. Certificates. There we are. It takes 5 minutes to update the reporting database at the moment. So we definitely need to improve that, because otherwise you don't see results for 5 minutes. We seek for 5 minutes, and it's just not a very good time. But I think that's it for today. So we have all the certificate information being collected. It seems reasonably resilient. Let's just check it hasn't crashed. Yeah, so we are getting some TLS errors, but I don't think that's anything we can really solve, because that's going to be Golang that's failing on that. So There we are. So in this case here, there was an error. Though, yeah, maybe we made a bug for that because it can get the information out. It just looks like it's having an error afterwards. So presumably this is the kind of situation where it requires client certificates. So I'm going to make another little note for a bug that we can collect more information than we currently are. At the moment we're only collecting it if it is successful. TLS error when, for example, client certificates are required, but we can still collect the information. We may need to change the Golang code to support this somehow. Okay, I think that's everything for now. Just double check one more time. Is anything interesting come in? No more interesting hosts coming in. So maybe next time we'll look at searching for certificates. That could be interesting. Might have to go back and make some changes so we can get the certificate chain stuff working. But I think that is about it for tonight. So thank you for watching or listening or whatever it is you're doing. And I'll make another video at some point later. Bye.